Hey guys, it's Naya Reacts TV back with another episode. Welcome guys, welcome. If you are new to this channel, you are very welcome. Thank you so much for subscribing. You guys have been supporting me for the past couple of weeks and I am so thankful. If you are new, I am very new to YouTube. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I promise to give you guys great content. And without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. So this is the part 2 of the Pop the Balloon or Find Love episode 9 with Arlette. I'm just gonna say A because I don't want to butcher your name, Arlette, your last name.
Let's go ahead and bring out our next single guy. Welcome in.
Dum, dum, dum. Okay, for context purposes, if you guys have not watched, I think it was the first episode of this show. It may have been the first or second, but Dr. Elum was on there and he pretty much went viral. I think a lot of attraction to her show was because of him, because they showed all these clips of him going around on social media and it went viral. But if you guys haven't watched that episode, he pretty much told this young lady that she was a liability. And it went viral. I saw the entire episode, so I do have a little bit more context as to what he was saying, but y'all know how social media is now. They take one little clip of something and they run with it when they don't even do their research. But that's Dr. Elum, y'all. He's back on. Oh my goodness.
Hey. All right, if we can have your name.
That was so fast.
Yes,
I was
sir.
not expecting that.
What's your name, sir?
Hi, my name is Dr. Elum.
And Dr.
Y'all know
Elum,
who I am?
How old are you?
That's not fair.
Dr. Elum, how old are you?
I'm 39.
Okay, all right. Now we do see you pointed out Dr. Elum. What kind of doctor are you? What do you do?
Yeah, I'm a dentist, so actually, please forgive me for my attire. I had an emergency earlier and I had to rush here, so I didn't have time to change. She's not even looking at my face. Okay, so I am a traveling dentist. I travel up and down the West Coast pulling teeth and placing implants for those who need it.
Okay, all right. Now what do you look for in a woman?
What I look for in a woman is pretty universal, and I'm not sure if it's been explained.
Before he gets into it, guys, ladies, if you've ever worked for a doctor, if you've ever dated a doctor, y'all know they have these certain types of personalities anyway. So definitely not my cup of tea. Doctors are definitely not my cup of tea. They just have this God complex. Not all doctors, especially surgeons, because they have people's lives in their hands. So when you work with them or you interact with a lot of doctors, they come off as know-it-alls. They come off as they're always trying to teach you something. And you have to have a certain type of personality to deal with that. For me, I love to learn, but I don't like to be talked at. I like to be talked to. So his personality wouldn't match mine. But I can kind of see why the ladies, when they saw that clip of him, and they probably have done their research too. I don't know. I can't say. But that's probably why they popped their balloon on him, because,
This way, but I'm going to try. There's 3 things that every man
see,
wants.
he's teaching, you see?
And if you do these 3 things, you can procure any man that you want. And this isn't my information that I just came up with. This is actually research-based, and the first thing is being useful. How can you be useful to the person in your life? Why is that important? Because when you are a useful asset to the man that you want to be, then there is no way that he's ever going to want to get rid of you. The second thing.
Get rid of you. Whoa, Dr. Elum. Okay. I get what he's saying. Now, guys, I'm going to get on to y'all. I do have these conversations with ladies, but I'm going to have to get on to y'all. It's not always about what you say. It's about how you say it. I want men to do a better job with learning how to communicate to women. I'm not saying you can't be truthful. I'm not saying that you can't be honest, but learn on how you choose your words, because that's very important to us women. We don't like a man who talks down to us, who makes us feel belittled. That's not okay to women. And men, y'all can't expect for us to not be emotional, because that's just how we are. Y'all are direct, we are emotional. That's just a part of a woman's nature. So men, I want y'all to learn how to communicate, to say that a woman to be useful and not get rid of her. That's a bit much. That's a bit much, especially if you are just meeting someone and you're presenting yourself, because first impressions go a long way, right, guys? So you're trying to put your best foot forward. That's different if y'all are in a relationship and y'all are having like conversations. That wouldn't offend me. I'd be like, oh, I understand, because I will understand who I'm dealing with. I will understand my man. But when you are presenting yourself for the first time, guys, y'all have to be careful with your words, because women, we are delicate, especially even feminine women. Feminine women, we are strong. We know how to be strong when we need to and be focused when we need to. But for the most part, we're delicate, and words are very powerful. It's not about what you say, it's about how you say it.
You have to blow his mind in the bedroom. What does that mean? That means you take the wildest, nastiest thing that you've ever done, figure out the wildest, nastiest thing that he's ever done, and exceed that. Otherwise, he can just get it from somewhere else. Now, the third thing,
Dr. Elum, he has to be doing this for clout. He has to. Ain't no way, honey, that you are serious. Like, to say that. And I know men now. Yeah, I'm on to y'all men on this episode. I feel it. I'm on to y'all. I know men, they have this thing now where how they get women, they be like brutally honest with them. Like, they tell them about everything, because I guess to women that's supposed to mean like, oh, he's so honest. Oh, I love his honesty. But when ladies, some things men should be open with you, like day-to-day stuff, but stuff like that to say, red flag. Red flag. Red flag. Red flag. Because if I'm a lady, you're just meeting me, you don't know me, and this is your first impression, and you think you're going to win me over by telling me that, I'm not going to be turned on by that. I don't care how honest you are. It's just having a level of decorum, knowing how to say the right thing at the right time. Timing is everything. You just... No, Dr. Elum, I'm sorry.
thing is the most important thing. It doesn't matter if you do the first two things. If you don't do this last thing, then you won't be able to keep your man, and that is respect.
I agree with that.
Always respect your man. Now, if you have any confusion as to what respect is, say to yourself, would I say this to the person who is writing my checks? Would I say this to my boss? And if you wouldn't, don't say it to your man. So
I get what he's saying. I really get what he's saying. I really do. But the delivery is just, sir, you're going to have a hard time. You're going to have a hard time finding someone, okay? Especially in the world that we live in. Even the most feminine woman is not going to tolerate a man talking to her like that. I'm sorry. And it's just a level of respect. Like, you can talk like that to your guys and your guy friends and male audience, but ladies, you have to learn how to deliver to us, honey. You can't be coming off like that, because that's not gonna work, Dr. Elum.
things.
Okay. So, Dr. Elum, we did have you on episode 2 of Pop the Balloon or Find Love. And also in the Get to Know with you, we found out that, it didn't really work out too much with your match. What happened there?
Well, we decided that we wanted different things in life. We had a great conversation. We went to dinner. I thought that she was first class. But ultimately, we decided to just be friends and just support each other along our journeys.
Okay. Sounds good. So we did get a couple of pop balloons here. Let's go over to some of these ladies and see what's going on.
Please, let's.
All right, let's start here. If we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
My name is Brenda. I'm 36. The reason why I popped, very good looking man. Well put together. You're in the dentistry world. That's amazing. I'm sure your love language is acts of service, since you are in the dentistry world. But the way you answered that question.
Actually, my love language is physical touch. Oh. And quality time. And words of affirmation.
I see that.
These two personalities, from what I've seen, they both are know-it-alls. She seemed like a boss chick, okay? But she seems like she is I know everything. Just the way she answered that question for him, it was kind of like, "Ooh, girl, you don't know him. Don't be answering questions for him."
You like to interrupt.
I
think
apologize. I apologize.
It's best that I did pop that balloon. Thank you.
Now, is Brenda someone that's your type?
I actually don't know enough about her to make a valid decision on that, but I love the dress. You have a gorgeous smile. I love what you've done with your makeup and your hair. You're, awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let's go over here. If we can have your name and age.
I'm Jador. I'm 31.
All right. And Jador, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Dr. Elum, it's such a tragedy because you are so handsome. I feel like you are extremely arrogant, and I feel like you're probably going to have a hard time because you seem like the type, like a know-it-all type of guy. And sometimes you have to be careful with that because even when you know it all, you don't know everything. So being humble sometimes can be your best friend, even if you do know it all, even if you're very smart, very wise, but just having a humble attitude, you know what I mean? You would probably go a lot further. And I say that with all the respect in the world.
Ooh,
You're welcome.
Is he gonna say so?
Who's your dentist?
Who is my dentist? Not you, sweetheart. And I'm just going to leave it right there.
Oh, I know. I'm not your dentist. All right,
Let's go to our next person.
Dr.
here.
Elam,
Your
that
name
was
and age
so
and why-
catty, Dr. Elam. That was zesty. That was sassy. No, Dr. Elam. That was. Come on now. That was so petty.
You ended up popping.
So my name is Brittany. I'm 31, and like she said, you look really good. I like that you're in the you're a dentist, but you are given arrogant, and it's given toxic too. Like it's given you want to debate all the time. Like it's like gonna give me a headache. And if you do know it all, just a little bit better to be humble. So that's it. But you look good. You're handsome, but it's given toxic, and I don't want that. And it's also given like this is a joke to you. Like you just want to come over here just to say stuff.
See? I agree.
Dr. Elum?
Yeah, I don't even really know what to say with that. I appreciate your perspective. I think that your feelings are valid. And if you are looking for a nuclear relationship, I probably am a red flag for you. So you're probably right on that.
I love your honesty. Thank you.
All right. If we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
Hi, I'm Nova. I'm 30. Yeah, it was just the arrogance for me. I love a man that's very confident.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna toot your horn every chance I get. But I think you toot your own horn, so I don't think I would be able to accommodate that every day. Like you're tooting, and then I'm trying to uplift, and it would just be a roller coaster ride, like all the time. Like I feel like we would constantly be up here, and I like my space. I like quiet. I feel like every day would be something not negative, but just the energy.
Oh, I want to say something so bad. I'm not trying to cut her off, y'all. But Dr. Elam, y'all know they have this passport bros thing. I think Dr. Elam would be the perfect candidate to be a passport bro, because the chances of him finding someone here in these United States, baby, is slim to none. Okay, I see him being with a feminine woman, yes, but a woman who is just going to allow him to have the floor. She's going to have to be very reserved. She's going to, and there are some women out here who enjoy being behind the scenes, who love arrogant men, but they are rare. They're not gonna come on this show, I feel like. But I just had to say that Dr. Elum, you might as well just think about opening up a dentistry practice somewhere in the other part of the world. Find your wife, because the chances of her being here, whew.
Sounds like self-love is something that's challenging for you.
Self-love? Oh, no, baby, I'm sorry.
Because if you loved yourself, then you wouldn't have any problem loving me.
Oh, I love myself a lot, and I want to be able to love
How
someone.
can you say that?
As much as I love myself, but I feel like you love yourself so much that there wouldn't be any room for me to love you.
That sounded good, but it also didn't make very much sense.
That's
because
fine.
love isn't a container. Love
But
is
it's not a
something that you
container.
are. So I
Yeah.
love myself. I've worked on myself, and I understand the tools that it takes to practice self-love.
Okay.
And so space and time isn't really an objective field that you need to use as a barometer to see if it's possible, if we can love each other. It's either you love yourself and you can share that, or you're uncomfortable with it. And so I feel that you're also uncomfortable with me loving myself.
See,
as
that
much
that
as I do.
is very condescending, Dr. Elum. You can't say that she has a self-love problem because you love yourself. Well, because you love yourself, and if she loved herself, she wouldn't have a problem loving you. That's not true. Some people, they know their boundaries. They know what they want in life. Just because it's not you does not mean that she does not have self-love. So I have to disagree with him on that, because that's not a good measure of how she views herself or how she loves herself. If she feels that you are not the one, and she knows what she wants, and she know who she is, because you ultimately, you can't know what you want unless you know yourself. And if you go throughout life trying to date and you don't even know who you are, it's going to be very challenging for you to be in a relationship, because you don't even know what you offer, what you bring to the table. That's a great point. Men, women, before you start dating, learn yourself, because it will be so much easier for you to navigate. It will be easier for you to know, this is what I want, this is what I don't want. For me, when I was dating, I had a list of things that I wanted. I had top priority things. Character for me is number one. Character is always going to be number one for me. And then protection. Does he make me feel safe when I'm around him? Vulnerable, physical, all of those things. And then I also know myself. I know the things that I bring to the table. I know that I'm nurturing. I know that I am very kind and giving and generous to people in my life. So, Dr. Elum, you can't base that off of, because she's saying that she can't love you, she doesn't love herself. That's crap. Excuse me.
No.
And
Respect
it's
to
coming
me.
off
Definitely
as
not uncomfortable.
arrogance.
Oh, I'm arrogant?
No, I said it's coming off as
Oh,
arrogance.
you're coming off. Yeah, you do.
So my confidence is triggering you.
See how
because
he's
it's
gaslighting
reminding
her?
you
Oh no.
I melt in it.
It's not about you not having self-love.
You just said,
It's about
he
you
just
not
said that
appreciating
she doesn't
yourself.
have self-love.
Love in other people, and that is a direct reflection of how you see yourself. The term is called projection. When you see me shining, it reminds you that you're not shining enough.
Oh, so when I said that I melt in confidence.
That
I
is
kinda-
true. What he said about projection,
Melting
that
in-
is true. That is true. But in this situation, no.
Confidence isn't.
Self-love, confidence, all that in my man is very important to me, because I don't want to date a man that does not love himself, because then he won't love me as much the level of love will be different.
Look, I'm really trying to follow you.
I know,
All right.
I know, but it's okay.
But your ego won't allow you to take responsibility for your lack. And that's okay.
But I don't lack anything, babe.
I done popped y'all's balloon before you even got to know Dr. Elum. What a shame. What a shame.
Is it though? I don't. Yeah. You'll find your
You said you
people.
watched the show before you got here, which means you have a preconceived indoctrination of who you think I am. So you popped your balloon before you even got to know me based on what
Can I
you've
ask a
already
question?
seen, please.
Why do you want to argue with me?
I'm not arguing with you. I'm using an inflection that is emphasizing my point.
And then like his self-awareness is just, guys, he's using words that probably are shooting over their head. They don't know what he's talking about. It's always important to read the room. Always important to read the room. Always important to read the room. Dr. Elum, you have no self-awareness. Like, of course they're going to pop their balloon. They gave you an opportunity when you first came in. You know, you could have came, and he could have came in the room and eased everyone's guard and said, hey ladies, it's Dr. Elum. I know you guys saw me go viral. And he could have just briefly just said, I know I went viral from that you're a liability statement, but I just want to say, please give me a chance. And the ladies would have given him a chance, but he came in, I'm back. Like, that is, and this is just my experience because I used to work in healthcare. I worked with a lot of doctors, a variety of encounters with very smart people. Okay, the thing with very intelligent people, sometimes they don't have balance. You know, if you meet someone who is extremely intelligent, 9 times out of 10, they don't have the greatest social skills. And for people who have great social skills, they may not be on the brightest side. Now you have the rare people, you know, I put myself in this category, who are very smart but also have very social skills. 9 times out of 10, you have to work at them both. To work, and sometimes it's just by nature. I'm not saying everyone has to do this, but you have to learn how to read the room. You have to know how to be self-aware and aware of people around you. Because if you do not, you're going to come off as arrogant. You're going to come off as antisocial. And some people just don't care, okay? I know those people, and that's perfectly fine. But when you are coming on a dating show, when you are coming around a group of people, you have to be self-aware, because if not, it's just going to blow up in your face. And that's what's happening with Dr. Elum. He's a very intelligent man. You know, he has his stuff together. He you know, he has a lot going for himself. And I see that in his genuine nature, because I do believe that he's genuine. He's not trying to just go viral. He may not, whatever. But I do believe that he has some sort of genuine quality in him where he's trying to teach women, whether it's the women there or just women who are watching the show in general, just lessons. But again, it's not about what you say, it's about how you say it. And yeah, honey, this part 2 just gonna be Dr. Elum, because I'm almost 30 minutes in and we just focus on him. But let's continue.
Trigger that you can't handle what I'm saying to you.
Okay, love bug. I've been here, done that. Yeah,
okay, yeah, let's
Go
do
ahead.
it. Let's see what's next.
All right, if we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
My name is Tatiana. Okay, respectfully, where do I begin, my guy? You got a lot of dip on your chip, and I feel like the way that you coming at everybody else with like, oh, who's your dentist and everything, you finna ask me who my dentist is. And I'm not with that just yet. I'm not ready for that.
I know it's triggering.
Also, let me finish real quick, respectfully. I'm sorry, you know, because you interrupted
I knew she
everybody
was
else.
gonna
Let me
give it
speak
to
real
him.
quick. I just personally feel like you're not used to and I'm not trying to say like, oh, I'm alpha male, like, you know, whatever. Like, you're not used to a dominant woman. I feel like you are like, it's easy kind of coming to you to belittle women a little bit. I understand where you coming from with everything that you do, and I saw the last episode, but like you do come off as arrogant. Confidence is cool, but like, know the difference a little bit. What you gonna say about my tooth, bro?
Why would I want a dominant woman? when
Next-
I'm the dominant one.
Go ahead. There can't be,
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead. What's
Do
up?
you think you're the prize?
I know I'm the prize.
You're the prize to the men you don't want.
Okay.
When you get a man that you actually want, please believe me, we're the prize.
Okay. Next.
Your name and age and why you ended up popping.
Again, it's
My
not
name is
about what
Unique.
you say, it's about
I'm
how you
31.
say it.
And I popped, not that I disagree with how he is. I love the I love how he
Say
is.
it with your chest, girl. Say it
because
with your chest.
he has confidence. It's nothing wrong with how he is. It's not what I want at the moment, because I dealt with his kind before, in a way. Not exactly, because, everybody's different. But I dealt with his kind before, and there's nothing wrong with how he is.
Okay.
I feel like right now this is not
Girl.
the right platform for him as far as in what he's looking for, or maybe he's still trying to figure out what it is you want. I don't know. But
Oh, I know what I
maybe
want.
you do know what you want.
I know what I want.
But obviously it's multiple things that he wants that he hasn't found and received in one woman. I heard.
I agree with you. I agree
Okay,
with
there's
you.
nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with how you think, the confidence, all that. There's nothing wrong with it. You just have to find a woman that's willing to accept those things without her feeling like her light is getting dimmed, if that makes sense.
So
That's all. That's what
I have to find a woman who is strong enough to know that her light can't be dimmed.
Yeah, that.
Hit me with your best shot. Tell me your name again.
Unique.
Unique. That is so special.
Thank you. As far as the masculinity, like I said, it's not a gender. I feel like it's just,
So being dominant and being, what was the word that she used? What was the word that you used? I forgot. Masculine.
Mm-hmm.
That is something that is not gender specific, is what you're saying?
no.
He
don't feel it
is.
I'm very.
I see his strategy. I see you, Dr. Elum. You're just on here trying to stir the pot. And I get it. You gotta use opportunities like this for good. I get you. But this is not the purpose. You need to get the Dr. Elum show, have some sessions and teach women, but this is not the place. You're trying to find love, Dr. Elum. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting frustrated because I see where he's going with this. I see.
Like I'm very dominant and masculine when I need to be.
Oh,
Can I
yeah.
ask you a question?
Yeah.
What do you want?
What do I want? Like out of a partner?
Why am I here?
I want my partner to be able to live in his confidence, exactly like how you are, but at the same time know exactly specifically what he wants. Instead of, because like I said, you can feel one way right now, but in a couple of months, you're not going to feel the same. Everybody changes, different levels. If you get what I mean?
So by that line of reasoning, people are making lifelong decisions based
Yeah.
off of 6 months, maybe a year. So is that fair to say, will you marry me based off of me knowing you for a year and a half,
Is
even
it
though you're
fair?
going to change?
Is it fair?
Right.
It's fair based on if that person agrees with,
Maybe not fair. Is it feasible?
I don't know the answer to that.
I do.
That's fine.
I
No,
do.
no, it's fine. It's all right. Let's go.
He's trying to have a whole
Okay, if
dialogue.
we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
Hi, I'm Micah. I'm 33, and I ended up popping. One, I actually agree with a lot of the stuff that you say. So the 3 reasons that you gave before, I agree with all 3 of those. So I think you're on to that. I didn't really like how you showed up. I appreciate that you had emergency surgery. I love that.
The scrubs are clean. I was wearing a white coat while I was doing it, so
No, I appreciate it. I
they're-
appreciate it. But yeah, that's really the only reason, to be honest. And I think we just probably,
So if you would have seen me in the dental office, you would have been like, this guy.
I would have been like, yeah, nice smile, maybe.
But the scrubs was not doing it for me.
I just feel like they said date ready and you've been here before, so you know what's up. And
You're
having
right,
emergency
you're right,
surgery
you're right.
is not an excuse.
I failed you
No,
on this
you didn't
day.
feel me.
He is so annoying. I just want
And I'm
Okay.
sorry.
I just want him to be gone.
Next time, I'll make my patients wait.
Okay, please, thank you.
All right, let's go back this way. Okay, so that is all the balloons popped. We weren't able to find you a match today, but let's go ahead and give it up for him, ladies.
They barely clap for him. That was exhausting. I was just waiting for him to be done.
All right, let's go ahead and bring out our next single guy. Hello, welcome in. I'll have you hold this. What's your name?
I'm Zach,
Zach, how old are you?
37.
37. Okay, what do you do?
I'm an analyst. I work for the DoD.
Okay, very nice. And now, what do you look for in a woman?
I'm looking for a woman to be her authentic self, to be at her most feminine.
Okay, all right. And now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Ooh. I'm not looking for anything artificial. I know this is like the BBL era, and there are guys that they're here for that, but I don't want it.
Okay, natural. That's what you're looking for. Okay, all right, cool. So we did get a pop balloon. Let's go on over there and see why they ended up popping. Let's start over
He said
here.
he not with the BBL. Let me tell y'all something. Ladies, I'm not knocking what any person wants to do with their bodies, okay? I'm not. But my thing is be able to maintain what you're going to do, be able to just make sure you do your research. For me, I'm a big research person. If I do anything, I'm going to research it thoroughly.
All right, if we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
My name is Brittany. I'm 31. And I popped it just because I don't want to waste time. I just caught it like you're not like my type. You seem cool. I like your answers. I like the natural thing. But I just didn't want to waste your time or anybody's time. So I just let me pop it right away.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and now is she someone that's your type?
I mean, she just said no, so let's move along.
Sir.
All right, then, if we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
Hi, I'm Nova. I'm 30, and I'm a halfer. I got my chi-chis done, but the rest is me. So I don't know if you could, I don't know. Yeah, that's it pretty much.
Well, you're a gorgeous lady. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And then we did get one over here as well. Your name and age and why you ended up popping.
My name is Unique. I'm 31, and I
nice to
popped
meet you.
just because he reminds me of someone.
Ooh,
Like
you remind me. No, let's stop.
but he seems cool. After I got to hear more that he said about himself, I kind of was like, okay, let me get the balloon back so I could see more. But he do remind me of someone.
He reminds me of, I'm not going to say like, because guys who watch anime and stuff like that, I think that's cool. But he just seemed like he's a very intense gamer. Like he seemed to me like he'd be on that game all day. You know, when you see certain men who look like he's that. Like usually guys who are in IT, those types of field are very introverted, and tend to do better with like more outgoing women. But yeah, he seems like he's on the like super nerdy side.
Okay,
That's it.
no problem.
Somebody cute? I'm going to take that as a yes.
Look, I don't judge by off of. I don't judge.
Look
by
at their
off of,
faces.
just off of personality and how you are as a man. You seem cool though.
Okay, well, thank you.
All right, and back over here. All right, if we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
My name is Brenda. I'm 36.
Hello, Miss Brenda.
Hello. The reason why I popped my balloon, it's your fashion sense. I want to walk with somebody who's confident enough to wear something that matches my energy. So that's all. Yes.
So you're not really feeling
No,
the
me
style.
neither, honey.
No, I'm not, unfortunately.
He tried though. He tried. That's his sense of style. But
Okay.
yeah.
Now, is Brenda someone that's your type?
Possibly. I mean, she's gorgeous, but again, she said I don't match her style. I didn't hear anything else about her, so I don't know, maybe. Looks wise, I mean, everybody up here is attractive, so but it's
Thank you.
got to be more than that, you know.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
I'm Jador, I'm 31. I didn't want to be shallow again, so that's why I was like giving it time, but it's, it's the fashion sense. I wasn't initially attracted to you, but then when you kept talking, my thing is when you said authenticity, that's a really, really big one for me. I want somebody who is authentic in the person that God made them, not what they see on TV, and you know what I'm saying? So when you said that, I was like, yeah, but it is the fashion sense. And I hate to seem shallow, I really do, because you seem like a great guy, but it's nothing wrong with you, you're handsome. It was just that. I was like, damn, I don't want to waste his time, come on. Yeah, so that's basically it. But you're very handsome. There's nothing wrong with you.
Okay. All right. So I know you said they're all attractive up here, but is she someone that if you saw her out, like, would you approach her?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
So there are men that are like T and A. I tend to be a hair man. So like the first thing that I'm going to notice on the woman is going to be her hair. And then from there, like, I am going to look at your figure because I'm a man. But everything is about, like, a whole package. And like she said, my style isn't vibing with her. Her style isn't necessarily vibing with me. But I love the greens.
Thank
I love the shades of green. You do have a lot of great taste. So I won't take that from you.
I appreciate you.
Person with no fashion,
Thank you.
fashion sense compliments a
over
person
here.
that's
Okay,
supposed
so
to
we
have
can
fashion
have your name and
sense.
age and why you ended up popping.
I am Tatiana. I'm 25. You seem like the most nicest man on the planet.
No,
I do
no,
not. Oh,
he
shit.
does not
Oh.
seem like he is. He seems like, I told you, he
Okay,
seems
shoot.
like he
No,
has.
You just.
I'm trying to think. You know those groups of kids in high school, not emos. He was just like those nerdy gamer types of men. That's the best way that I could put it. I probably would have popped my balloon immediately when he came in. It's just, he has this very, like he probably has all of the sarcastic jokes in the world. He has his own humor. He seems like that. He would do great with like an emo girl or a really nerdy type of girl who's a gamer too. Like, I see him pairing with someone like that.
Came off like you, like, I would not want to break your heart. Like, I would feel like such a jerk if I ever, like.
Oh, well, thank you. But I feel like no man wants to hear you're just the nicest thing. That's like.
Well, I mean, damn, take that as a compliment because a lot of guys are jerks. I mean, like, if you're nice, that's great. Like, a lot of girls like nice guys for real. But, like, I feel like you would do better with, like, finding, the nice guy trope out of that than being, like, the dickhead.
Oh.
Sorry to cuss.
I have to disagree with that.
Okay.
I have to disagree with that because it's not all women. I think very masculine women like nice guys. They like the guys that you jump whenever I say, like, you do whatever I tell you, and we call those beta males. But for the feminine, ultra feminine women who ain't trying to compete with no man, who embraces being feminine, loves the a-holes, the the direct men, because we know that there's a reward that comes in that. Yes, they may be mean or whatever to other people, but we know that this man is going to hold it down for his household, for his family. He's going to be honest with me. And I think feminine women are strong enough to understand that men who are super honest and come off as a-holes, that they're truly good men. Like I've said in my previous videos, I think men are naturally the meaner ones and women are the sweeter ones by nature. So I would have to disagree with her on that. And Dr. Elum, if he were to become more socially aware, or aware of himself, I think he would do a lot better. He would attract a lot more women to him. But because he's not aware, or he has some sort of strategy that he's trying to do, because I honestly don't believe that that's how he is on a day-to-day. But yeah, I have to disagree with her on that.
You look like Schoolboy Q to me, and I really dig that. That's not a bad thing. I fuck with Q. I like Groovy Q.
I've never heard that before. Like before I had like locks, I've heard Nelly, I've heard Pharrell, and now Schoolboy Q.
Pharrell. Who told you that?
I don't want to get into it. I would have to show you the pictures, but either way, it's like it's always somebody different, and none of the people look like each other. So I'm like, I guess I got one of them faces. But
baby, you don't look like no Pharrell. You do not look like no Nelly.
But like, yeah, you seem like you cool though. I would not want to end up like getting in a relationship with you and then like going far and then like breaking up. Now we can't even be cool like that. Like I could see you as like a really, really like great homie.
Oh well, I need some female friends that I haven't slept with. That would be excellent.
If it's not weird, I got you, bro. Like if you want to be bro, you can be bro.
What?
Okay, all right, cool. Thank you. Let's go down here. All right, if we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
Hi, I'm Micah. I'm 33, and you said you like figure and shape and stuff, so I just felt like it wouldn't be a match. So
That's
why I thought-
what you caught?
That's what you said.
Oh, I apologize if that was the main thing that you caught that I was looking for, is figure and shape.
One of the main things, yeah, and then also the outfit too. I just
understand.
just wasn't attracted initially. So
I mean, I get it. I'm about to get back on this bike, so it is what it is.
Okay, bike.
Oh, he
life.
has
I
a
love that for
bike.
you.
Thank you, though. You have a gorgeous smile, by the way.
Thank you.
And I love the printed dress.
Thank you.
And the accessories. You've done an amazing job.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, all right, thank you. Well, that is all of the balloons popped. Unfortunately, we weren't able to find you a match today, but thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, no. All right. Listen, on a serious note, thank y'all all for coming, even the ones that were like pop right off the bat. And I know maybe I didn't come looking like what y'all thought I should look like, but I can't dress. That ain't my problem. I don't care about fashion. I care more about the adventures we're going to go on together. So I appreciate y'all time. I'm sorry for having wasted
That was so
y'all time.
sweet
Y'all
of
have a good night.
him. That was so sweet of him. That was. But guys, y'all have to understand something. Presentation is key. It's key. Not just for women, but for men too. Like the way that you present yourself in this world is just, especially here in America. Other countries, not so much. Well, I can't say other countries because everyone has their own culture, but first impressions go a long way. And for you to get someone's interest, you have to put your best foot forward. But that was so sweet of him to say that. All right, guys, I am going to wrap it up with this video. I know we only had two. Dr. Elum took most of the video. But key learnings from this. Men, learn how to speak to women. It's not about what you say, it's about how you say it. And just if you are trying to find a woman to create a long-term relationship or marriage, being able to communicate with a woman is so important, okay? The more effective you are, no matter how nice you are, no matter how brutally honest you are, no matter how arrogant you come off, it's all about how you communicate. And I remember I worked for a surgeon, I worked for an oncologist at an organization that I worked for many years, and he was the meanest person ever. I heard horror stories about this man. And Nobody wanted to work with him. Everyone was like, oh, no, I don't want to work with that doctor. He does this, he did that. But for me, I'm like, I'll work with him. And everybody thought I was crazy, but I just knew, I know myself. I know what type of energy I give off. I'm a very nurturing, calming, warm person. I don't like I actually don't like drama. I don't like hostility. And usually people who are like that, I usually balance them out. So when I worked with this doctor, I remember instantly, like he tried to like come at me, you know, all types of ways, and he was very like direct and assertive and trying to be a-hole, but I had to shut that down. And I told him very directly but very respectfully that he cannot talk to me like that. He cannot talk to me like that. And I had to make him realize that it's not about what you say to me. It's about how you say it. And I refuse to be talked to like that. And ever since, we just worked so well with each other. Sometimes that's just how you have to be with men who are like that. You know, it's not about what you say, it's about how you say it. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Please like, share, comment. I want to hear what y'all have to say about this video. Check out my other videos as well, and I have more content coming your way, guys. Until next time, bye.